Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Then that time I went and said goodbye. Now I'm back and not ashamed to cry. Ooh, baby, here I am, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. Here I am, baby.
9:20 is the time. Welcome back on this, is it a Wednesday? See, okay.
Hump day.
Well, all morning I kept going, what day of the week is it? Who am I? Why am I here? But it's 9:21, and coming up on September 30th and October the 1st, that's weird to already say.
Yeah.
We're getting close to Halloween season, folks. Wings and Wheels Fly-In Festival, 27 years now already. Danny and Jane is in studio with me, and I'm trying to figure out if I'm still good at my job. How are we doing this morning, and how excited are we for the festival?
We're doing great. Thank you for having us first off, and we're geared up. We're ready to go. Like I said, we are hoping for good weather right now. So everything's done. Everything's planned for. We're in the good weather phase.
And now for the folks at home that couldn't see during commercial break, we had to do some manifesting, some visualizing, and is there a sun dance?
I think so.
That's what we'll do.
We're going to do it.
That's right, because we're going to have some great weather. And this is such a big event. I mean, you guys pull out all the stops with this, and I'm sure it takes more than a few weeks to put something like this together. What's the planning stage look like for you guys in this?
So we had our last event last year, same time in 2022. And kid you not, as soon as it was over in October, we regrouped, started planning for this year. So
Wow.
we meet about monthly, once a month. The last few months we've been meeting more frequently just to find out the details, but It's a year-long event. We plan for it year-round.
Wow. And so that means you guys must like each other, huh?
We've become great friends.
I was about ready to say
it's good. It's good.
What does it mean for the airport to have something of this magnitude, really, to open its doors to the public and really showcase what you have? What's it mean for you guys?
So for the airport, we like opening up the doors, and we're surrounded by fence. We like taking that fence down for the weekend and opening up the doors and allowing the community to come in. It's a nice community event. We love showing off the airport. We love showing what we do. And we like showing airplanes off. And that's our prime opportunity to do it. Having the public come out and kind of just advertise Westar and show what they do. And it really make it a nice community event.
Well, what's cool about it, too, I mean, the airport, you guys have been really having a great year. I mean, Caden's Cafe's doing well in there, and then you have the Piasaw Flyers, meeting over there. I mean, there's a lot of components to the airport that are really adding to this big picture that I think's just made it a great year to kind of watch.
Yeah, and there's a lot of parties from the airport that come into it. Like I said, Westar Aviation, they're a huge sponsor and supporter this year, covering the Young Eagles, and a big supporter of that event. And the EA local chapter, 864. They're a bunch of volunteers, local pilots that come out and really help organize and put the event on as well. So it's a group effort from everybody.
It really is. And Jane, take me through, your time with the Fly-In Festival and really just seeing this event grow too.
It really has. We've been really excited to be a part of it for the last 2 years. For the last 2 years, the Bethalto Chamber of Commerce has partnered with the airport for this event. We moved the farmers market there on Sunday, which is wonderful. We get some food trucks. We'll have some dessert food trucks there on Saturday, some like ice cream and caramel corn or kettle corn and things like that. And then Sunday we'll bring in some food trucks along with our farmers market.
And that's what I think's really cool about this is there's adding those components to it that are a little bit unique to an event like this, but also showcasing the area of Bethalto and what you guys have to offer and adding it to this event's really cool.
It really is, and the village is really excited to be a part of the airport. They are such a component of our community, and I think it's important to everybody realize that they are so vital to our community.
Well, and that's a huge part of this too is, I think a lot of communities would be blessed to have an airport, like St. Louis Regional, kind of right there in the hub of everything, and then the support that you guys give to the township is probably just impressive. If I saw the numbers, I'd go, ooh, man, can I have some of that too, So with that being said, take us through the... Someone's microphone just blew up. So what we'll do now, I'm having a little bit of a technical difficulty this Wednesday morning. So why don't we do this? We'll take a quick break. I'm going to try to fix that microphone because it just exploded. 9:25, we'll come right back.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alt Memorial campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
Is it time to buy, sell, or even time to consider a short sale of your property? Meet Lisa Webb, owner of 3rd Street Realty. This local, women-owned, family-operated realty group has over a decade of experience in foreclosures, first-time home buying, and so much more. 3rd Street Realty prides themselves on holding your hand through the entire process. Let their expertise guide you to your dream home. Visit 3rdstrealty.com and start your journey with Lisa Webb today.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
9:27. Is the microphone still exploding? No, we got it to work. You're welcome, because I know yesterday it was starting to do it to you guys. I was getting texts like, what is that noise? What is that noise?
really?
So the fuse was lit, and Danny with
I took it over the top.
with an explosive event like with Lion Festival, I mean, the microphone just couldn't handle the heat, man. They were excited too. So on Saturday, September 30th, Danny, what are we going to experience from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.?
So Saturday's traditionally been the biggest day of the event. We'll open up the runways. Runways are always open, but have the local pilots fly out. People will pull their planes out of the hangars, and anyone's encouraged to fly in. So we'll have the ramp full of airplanes, everything from your single engine, twin engine aircraft. Westar is going to bring out their jet. So we're going to have a jet on display. We're going to have a B-25 bomber and Boeing Stearman brought over from Missouri Commemorative Air Force. So a couple World War II airplanes as well.
Wow.
They'll be selling rides, so if people want to go on a ride, they can pay the Commemorative Air Force, goes to a good cause. And go on a cool vintage World War II airplane ride.
That's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, honestly.
Absolutely,
I mean, that's
yeah.
awesome.
It's really neat. Speed Demons Car Club will have their car show out there. So for $20, people can register their car show. It goes to good community cause. All the money goes back in the community as well.
Cruise Control has to be a fitting band for a Saturday with the car show.
That's what we thought. So with the car show, good theme with it. They'll play classic rock music. Who doesn't like that? So during the car show, look for them near the car show field, and good classic music.
And then I like this note here. Food. What type of food are we going to experience?
Oh, Jane's got us with some good food trucks and vendors coming out. But the EAA, the local chapter, will be cooking hot dogs, brats,
cool.
pulled pork, hamburgers, things like that, chips and drinks. Very reasonable price. Like another good charity cause, all the money goes to their chapter and their organization. So
That's really cool. Well, and I like the way you're kind of diversifying the food, because for me, it's kind of funny, like when they have like the food truck festival down at the amphitheater and other places. I'm a hot dog and nachos person. I think it's cool, like go get your nice food. But, I think it's cool to have a little bit of options for everybody to support the really cool chapter and really help their missions. And then also support some great food trucks and vendors that Jane's bringing in. That's really cool. And now what everyone's been waiting to hear about, the Kids Zone. This is the best way to get your child napping on a Saturday at 3:30 p.m. I'm just going to say this is the sleep aid on the weekend. Bounce houses activities. Take us through this, Danny.
So the Bethalto Chamber of Commerce really came through last year. We tried something new with the bounce houses and inflatables. Bring your kids out. It's free to the whole family. Have them climb up and down the slides, up and down the inflatables, wear them out. I think there'll be some balloons out there as well, so really fun.
That's really cool, and really just it seems like the partnership with the chamber really helped elevate this. That a great event that you already had, but just kind of taking it a step up too.
Yep, like I said, there's about a dozen of us involved in the planning committee.
Really cool,
and it takes all of us to really. We each do our own little part, and we all come back together in multiple groups. The Chamber of Commerce, the EAA chapter, the airport, and like I said, Westar with the big sponsorship. It all kind of comes together.
Well, and it also showcases really, I think, it kind of paints a cool picture of what Bethalto is, too, at the airport and the chamber, because your guys' Chamber of Commerce really puts in the work all year long with events throughout the community and really helping support small business and their development, and also collaborating with your biggest, I would assume the biggest employer in Bethalto, correct?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Absolutely.
And it's just kind of celebrating all those components and raising awareness to it is really cool.
Yeah, it really is. And it's a great way to showcase our village for just a day as well. The airport is certainly an important component of our village, but then they allow us to bring some of our events that we celebrate in the village out to the airport and be a part of their festivities. So as a community, we will have the Spirit Group, will have the farmers market out there that day, and we will have the barrel ride cars that we do at Christmas Village. So we'll be able to share those events as well. And of course, then the bounce houses are free, so that's always great. On Sunday, they're also going to do the free flights for youth. Can you tell us a little bit about
Yes.
this?
Yeah, okay.
So-
I saw this and I thought, is this a typo? Like, this is awesome.
No, it's one of the really cool things we can do to get the youth involved in aviation. Just getting the awareness out there. Again, the local EA chapter 864, they do this Young Eagles program. So they'll take kids aged 8 to 17 on a free 15, 20-minute introductory flight. Parents have to sign a waiver and do all the paperwork,
Right.
but no charge to anybody. That's where Westar is coming through with picking up the fuel costs and covering the sponsorship of that event. So huge props to Westar on that one. Great partner for this event. Wouldn't be possible without them.
That's
But
huge.
last year alone, they flew 270 kids, and 170 of them were flown for the first time. We're lucky enough to have Chapter 864. They're one of the premier EAA groups in the nation. They're constantly in the top rankings of Young Eagles kids that they fly. So great event to bring the family out and get your kid a free flight, free exposure to aviation.
Well, really, like you said, a huge thing to Westar. I mean, that's a pretty significant cost, I would assume, in fuel and making sure that the kids can do it for free. I mean, I've never flown in a single-engine plane, so that would be kind of cool for anybody, I think. But also, like you said, the first ever experience, a real hands-on one, too, and getting to do something really unique and seeing that your town from a whole different level. That's awesome.
Right.
That is so cool. And then, Jane, take me through the farmers market a little bit more. How many vendors can we expect on Sunday?
I will tell you, we still have room for more, but I'm sure we're going to have at least 25.
Oh, wow.
We've had a spectacular market this year, and folks show up for this market. They try to make an effort to make this market when they can't make other markets. So we're expecting a nice turnout. We will be under the big airplane at the airport, so we'll be easy to identify and come with us, and we'll be in the heat of things. The food trucks will be right there, the barrel cars right next to the bounce houses. So one parent can stay with the kids at the bounce house, the other one come to the farmer's market,
Amen.
mix it up. We'll have great pumpkins and mums and crafts. And so know that fresh produce is still in season. We're still getting tomatoes and squash, and we'll have likely peaches and apples at that point as well. So come out and get in that fall spirit. It's a great place to do that. And I just want to put a plug. This is a free event.
Yeah.
So come out Saturday and Sunday. So Danny talked about how awesome the EAA is and how they're a premier group. This fundraiser that they're doing on Saturday for food is their primary fundraiser.
Okay.
So come out and grab a hot dog, take a walk around, let the kids bounce for an hour or so, then come back on Sunday. Shop the market, give the kids a ride in the barrel cars. let the ones that can take a free ride, but it really come out both days. It's free. There's different things both days.
Well, and what I like too is the timing of it. I really appreciate the 9 a.m. thing because, for people like me, the middle of the day is always tough, so to be able to have something where at, 9 o'clock I can get in and kind of see what's going on, still support the fundraising opportunities and the airport and the chamber, but also being able to go, oh, good, then tomorrow I can come back and see what else I'm hitting.
And it's different food.
Yeah. I mean, that's an even better play right there.
So that's meals you don't have to cook or clean. I'm always game for that.
Me too. I'm telling you what, I love the whole. At first I thought, I'll have some nice, nice china, some nice dishes. Now I'm kind of liking this whole paper plate thing. You just toss it and you don't worry about it again. It's great stuff. So with that being said, do we know which food trucks are going to be on hand, or are we kind of just hanging loose?
I can tell you, El Mezcal will be there, so we're excited about that.
Nice.
And all three of them that we're going to have are local. The second one, and I left it out in the car, forgive me, is a well-known food truck from Royal Lakes. And so a great couple. And then the third one is between two different ones, but it will be a familiar local food truck. We're fitting in that. We're only going to have 3 so that all the vendors can do well. And then we will have those supplemental vendors. So on Sunday, we'll have bakers. So, we'll have the baked goods there. But then we'll have Moe's ice cream.
Oh, she's
the
great.
Kettle corn, and fruit crushers.
That's really cool.
So that's what we'll have. A nice assortment of vendors, so it'll be really nice and fallish.
Well, and that's what I think's so cool about this event. I mean, really hits all the boxes. It's fun for the whole family. You to go in, you aren't hitting anybody with the $10 entry fee. It's just, hey, come in and see what we have to offer. And then, free flights for kids right there alone is worth the price of admission. Whether or not it's the live music, you get a car show, which again is another should be paid for event that you're getting for free at the festival. And then the walk on the tarmac alone and kind of going and checking out the planes is really cool too for me. Because it's like, I don't know how many opportunities you're going to have to see, a smaller plane, a jet, all those cool things. And you can do that right there in your hometown community in Bethalto. I mean, that's pretty amazing. And with that being said, Danny and Jane, I'll ask you both this question. What's your favorite component to this? Is it the planning, the preparation? Is it the day of seeing the families in there? What does it for you two?
So for me, it's opening the airport up to the community.
Yeah.
I hear all the time how it's so shut off and isolated. Not true. We like making it a community event and opening up the doors to everyone. And we're trying something new, bringing out or offering sponsorship opportunities to community businesses this year. Mm-hmm. So we want to get them more recognition as well. So we were fortunate to partner with maybe over 12 to 15 different local companies.
Wow. So
really getting the opportunity to let them showcase their businesses as well.
That's really cool. And again, just kind of, bringing everybody with you. And what I always say, whenever you can raise the bar and bring everyone up with you, that's a pretty good situation to have. And it seems like that's the case here. I mean, that's incredible. Jane, what is it for the event for you that gets you keep coming back?
It's really exciting to be able to bring the farmers out there and give them some more exposure and be in a central community place. So we're right there between Bethalto and East Alton and Rosewood Heights and Wood River. And really, a farmer's market is intended to be an incubator. So to bring these people and let them see these businesses, these local food trucks, and then be able to promote other events. So it promotes our farmer's market, it promotes the Christmas Village, it promotes our community. It's just a win-win.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. And really what I think is cool is the thing that is such a huge component is the people that you're bringing in, I'm sure, from out of the area, from just a regional approach and being able to try some of the fruits, the vegetables of your local farmers markets and all of that. I mean, that adds to a huge component going forward, that bigger picture, being painted. And it's all because of the regional airport, the 27th annual Fly-In Festival, and the Bethalto Chamber of Commerce's partnership with the event. I mean, this is really cool, guys. And one last thing for you. Is there any way we can stay up to date with more details of the event? Is it social media, Facebook?
Yes, so you can follow the event details on the St. Louis Regional Airport Facebook page, the Bethalto Chamber of Commerce Facebook page, as well as the Bethalto Chamber of Commerce website.
There we go. That was impressive. He didn't even look down. That was straight eye. He knew.
He's good. I'm just telling you, we're really glad to have him.
And we're all glad to have your guys' partnership on this because this is fun for the whole family on Saturday, September the 30th and Sunday, the first day of October from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Man, that would be a nice work schedule, actually.
We look forward to seeing you out there.
I look forward to seeing you too, and I look forward to seeing all of you stopping by, whether it's one day or two, fun for the whole family. And just remember, it's free. For more information, you can visit the BethaltoChamber.com. That's BethaltoChamber.com, or just go and head out to the St. Louis Regional Airport Facebook page.
There you go.
I like it. Sounds good to me. Guys, thanks for stopping by. I took you a little bit too long, but always enjoy talking with you and seeing all the things you two are working on. 9:40, we'll come back, wrap up the 9 o'clock hour, and then we'll look forward to the 10 after this in downtown Alton.